Hey guys, it's Adam here, your Northern Tech, and I got a video I want to show you. You all knew that I had an iPhone. Well, I still have the iPhone 3GS. Had it for about 2 years, and just recently it started giving me a lot of problems. It's the white model, nothing fancy. Rear facing, I think it's like a 3 megapixel camera or 5 or something like that. Really not that great. At the time it was amazing. Just your typical iPhone 3GS. Well, recently I've done an upgrade. Out with the old, in with the new. What you're looking at here is the LG Optimus Black. Basically it's sporting a 4-inch screen, a 2 megapixel camera up front, which you can see right there. Your typical capacitive touch Android buttons. On this side we have absolutely nothing. On the top we have a 3.5-inch standard headphone microphone jack, a concealed micro USB charger and data port, and your power button. On this side here you have your volume rocker and the G switch. I'll demonstrate that later on. And on the bottom you have your microphone. I should also point out on the top right here you have another microphone which is designed for noise cancellation when you're doing voice calls or Skype calls. On the back of this device you have a 5 megapixel camera that's capable of taking 1280 by 720p video at 30 frames per second and your camera flash. This phone was also called the LG Optimus Skype. Mainly it was designed to have Skype integrated into the system. Go ahead and power on the device and you're greeted with this screen telling you what provider you have. You slide, oh, it turns off quick. You slide up to unlock and you're greeted with your home screen. Now, I got mine set up differently, apparently because I'm coming from an iPhone environment. That's why I have a lot of icons on my screen, but I do have other widgets. Now, this here does support 7 home screens, which I'll show you here. You can do this whole pinch. I'm not doing it right. There we go. And it shows you all your different home screens. Now I'm only running 4 because that's all I need to do what I want to do, but you can add another one just by tapping on the plus sign and it'll make another blank one. So we'll just back out of there and we're back at our main screen. This phone here has a 1 gigahertz Cortex A8 processor, 1 gig of RAM, but it also has 1 gig of storage as well on the phone. Also, you can attach more micro SD cards to give it more space. The phone comes with a 1500 milliamp battery, which is not too bad. However, like all Android devices, it does tend to deplete a lot faster than normal. We'll do a comparison real quick just to show you with the iPhone 3GS. So there's the iPhone 3GS sitting beside it. Let's see if I can power up the 3GS. I think I've turned it off completely. Obviously you can see the screen size is a lot different on the compared to the two. You got a 3.5 inch versus a 4-inch display. I even think this is just a 3-inch display on the iPhone. The brightness, well, I don't have the brightness cranked on this thing. That's the cranked brightness there. Just waiting on the iPhone to boot up, which is something else I really don't miss about Apple products, or the Apple iPhone I should say. Something else I don't miss about the Apple iPhone is its boot time. This guy here, I can turn it off and have it back on in no time. This guy here, not so much. They might have fixed that on the iPhone 4 and on the newly coming out iPhone 5. We all know what's happening, we just don't know when. So there's a quick screen comparison for you of the two phones. I'll give you a quick side comparison so you can see the density. I'll turn off both screens. So the iPhone is not that much, well, the Optimus Black is a little bit thinner than the iPhone 3GS, but not by much. Obviously, the Optimus Black is a taller unit. I believe the iPhone 4 shares the same screen as the 3GS, except for the iPhone 4 has that Retina display, but I do believe it is also a 3-inch display. So I'm going to move the iPhone aside because we no longer need it. And let's talk about the LG Optimus Black. The Optimus Black is running Android 2.2, also known as frozen yogurt, or Froyo for all you out there. It does have a removable battery, which is accessed by lifting this plate back here, which can be a major pain in the arse to do. Basically, you separate it, and then it reveals your LG BL44JN battery, which is a 1540 milliamp battery at 5.7 watts per hour, 3.7 volts. They do make an extended capacity battery for this phone. It's made by a company called Muggin Power, and the battery is 3400 milliamps, and it comes with a new backplate. this guy. It actually makes the phone a lot thicker, and that is currently in the mail, so it's a matter of time when we get that, and we'll be reviewing that as well. Your SIM card slides in right here, your micro SD card right here, obviously your camera, and that's pretty much all there is underneath the chassis. And we'll go ahead and seal this back up, which is actually not that hard to do. Just clip her in on top, lock her in place, seal it back up. Never knew it was taken apart. The phone does have the ability, when you're in camera mode, to shoot both pictures. From the rear facing camera, you have 5 megapixel. You can take a 5 megapixel picture. And from the front facing camera, you can do a 2 megapixel picture. Now, this phone also has the ability where you can shoot video. Right now it's set up for high definition 720p at 30 frames per second. And the front facing camera will do 640 by 480 video at 25 frames per second, which is not too bad for those people who want to vlog while looking at themselves. I'll do a quick video test, and that way there you can get an idea as to the quality. So we'll do that now. So you get an idea as to how the audio sounds and how the video looks. We'll do a quick pan around the room, and you can get an idea as to how the different colors come in. So here we have the D-Link router that I configured yesterday or the day before. My DSL modem by Motorola. A blue piece of paper that came from God knows what. The iPhone 3GS, the D-Link DIR825 router that's hooked up to the cable modem, bunch of other stuff, droopy looking kitten, some really nasty wallpaper that needs to be torn down, and just random miscellaneous crap. One of my acoustic guitar. There's my electric guitar, and hopefully this gives you an idea of the quality of the camera. Now, for all of you photo buffs out there, this camera does have some pretty sweet features on the rear facing camera. If you click on the settings option, you have autofocus, macro mode, continuous, face tracking technology, and complete and total manual control. On image size, you can choose your megapixel for your shot, so 5, 3, 2, 1, and 640 by 480 or 320 by 240. On scene mode, you can choose normal, portrait, landscape, sports, sunset, or even a night shot, which will slow the shutter right down and give you a nice crisp shot in the darkest area. You can control your ISO. I've never actually played with that feature. I'm not really a photo buff, so I'm not exactly sure what the ISO is for. You have your white balance, but unfortunately there is no manual white balance. So you can choose incandescent bulb, so if you're running a standard light bulb, you have sunny for if it's real sunny outside, fluorescent if you're running fluorescent bulbs, and cloudy if it's a cloudy day, it'll compensate. Color effects. You have your sepia, black and white, negative, vivid, negative sepia, blue, emboss and solarize. Timer, you can actually set it 3-second delay, hit the button, turn around. Oh, it wasn't the screen there. Hit the shutter button. You have 3 seconds to turn the camera, focus it on your face before she snaps off a shot. Shot mode, this is cool. You have normal shot, continuous shot, out of focusing shot, smile shot, where smile shot is it will not pull the shutter until you're smiling. Beauty shot is like an art filter type. Art shot, panorama shot, which I've used before and it is really cool. Stitch shot and cartoon shot. All different scenes and methods of taking pictures. Image quality, super fine, and normal. Auto review is basically after you take the picture, it'll put it up on the screen for 5 seconds before it rolls to the next, basically before it asks to take another picture. So that's what you got there. If you're in video mode, the options are video, you can go 1280 by 720, 720 by 480, 640 by 480, 320 by 240, or some nasty format, 176 by 144. I should totally shoot a vlog like that one day, eh guys? White balance, same as the camera. Color effect, same as the picture camera. Video quality, same as the picture camera. Oh, wasn't supposed to do that. Duration, Basically, you can use it normal or MMS for, if say you're going to make a video and send it over a text message, you'd want to set it to MMS so it doesn't record some god-awful huge 30 megabyte file. Voice, you can mute the mic so that there's no sound that comes in, and of course the auto preview. Now the front facing camera, it's got less features. Basically, you can choose your image size, 2 megapixel, 1 megapixel VGA or QVGA, scene mode, normal and night, white balance, same as the other camera. Color effect, all you have here is none, sepia, black and white, negative. You don't have all the blue and emboss and all that. You do have a timer, same as the other one. Shot mode, you have out of focus, smile shot, beauty shot, and cartoon shot. Image quality, super fine, fine, normal, and the auto review feature. If you are in video camera mode, you can take 640 by 480 on the front facing camera, 320 by 240, or 176 by 144. Same white balancing effects, same color effects, video quality, duration. Once again, if you're sending a text message, a video text message, you can mute the voice and you have the auto review. So that pretty much covers the camera. It's pretty decent. It's also got a zoom feature where you can zoom in, zoom out. I believe you can also pinch zoom, I believe. Oh, you can't pinch zoom. Okay, that pretty much covers the camera. As for apps, the app market is just plenty full of apps. I've had nothing but fun with this thing. Not sure what else I can cover for you. Got a bunch of widgets for like YouTube, for instance. I have the tube monitor. This here rules all my videos. Well, the top 5 videos, and tells me how they're doing. So it tells me that, for instance, the one Pug Life video has 1,492 views, and in the last hour there was no views, so it hasn't gone up any. And it'll just keep rolling every so on. If you click on the widget, it'll bring up and tell you, okay, this one here has 0 views and no views, and well, so far I'm not getting any views. But that's basically how that app works there. Then I have the Social Blade app, which will go to your channel, or go to Social Blade, look up your channel, and tell you what's going on. The browser is a full-featured browser with Flash. Obviously, with Android, you get that. So theoretically, there will be a video that pops up here. If I were to click play, it's going to play it. So there's the video playing in the upper right-hand corner. Well, just go ahead and pause that. Then you got your Social Blade. Now, remember I was talking about the G sensor on the side? This is basically what it does. The G sensor, basically if you press and hold that button and you tilt the phone, it'll scroll through the page kind of like water on a flat pane of glass. So that's basically what the G button does. It just allows for a feature that I will never ever use again. So that's my quick review of this phone. I don't really have much more to say about it. So far I'm really liking it. I'm finding new and awesomer apps every day. Some that I want to try out more, some that I'm really wanting to try out. But yeah, there's tons of apps out there for the Android OS. I really recommend checking it out, guys. So far I don't have that many installed, to be honest with you. I got a couple tower defenses, the flashlight app, you know, IP webcam, turns your phone into a webcam, kind of cool. MP3 ringtone generator, a bunch of games, zombie booth, you know, stuff like that. That's a quick rundown of this phone. If you have any questions about this phone at all, you have any features you want covered in another video, by all means, ask away and I'll see what I can do. But that's a quick rundown of this LG Optimus Black. So until next time, guys, take care.